everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Jets are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Bills, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford, we are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Gabbard on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. To the air again, Gabbard. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Fresh set of downs here. Gabbard here again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
On 3rd down, Gabbard. And some room to maneuver. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they're operating in the red zone. Here's Gabbard now. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Richmond.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of the team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The play clock's running down. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Ten yards still left on second down. Back to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And now it's third down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Sheldon Richardson able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. From the gun, Gabbard. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lewis. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a third down. From the shotgun, it's Gabbard. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and
this is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Corey Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Again, it's Lewis. And Dion Lewis. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
A 2nd down throw for Gabbert. Sets up the screen to Forte. They can't tackle it. Once more the juke. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake him.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now this time he'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They convert on third with a gain of 22. This give is to McCoy, and he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile it.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2nd down, Gabbert. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now they'll run with Lewis. Finding room inside the 40, and he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talked about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Gabbert now on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Play action now. Gabbert. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down, Gabbert. And an alley to run. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Gabbert. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills getting set to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Matthews, the intended target, and it's second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence.
Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Make second back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 23 yards on the play. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But
You're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Colton Schmidt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And he fields it at his own 45. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Gabbert to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Out of the gun, Gabbert. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They'll set up to throw. Left side caught by Matthews. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Colton Schmidt now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And the Jets set to take the field. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this one's just about decided. But you know,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So that has now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll look to throw here. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Colton Schmidt now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They try again with Lewis. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On third down, it's Lewis. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Yeah, here come the Bills. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
You know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going for the deep ball. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Let's go!
They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Reset.
start the drive on the ground with Lewis. Jukes by at the 20. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Lewis. And an alley to run. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So we've got a 2nd and 5. They run. This is Lewis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action. Gabbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. A swing pass caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like total at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Here's Gabbert. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jerry Hughes able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 2nd down throw for Gabbert. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And take it right on the 30. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a toss play to Lewis. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This is Lewis. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Jets on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. Gabbert now. And he's got room. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what?